What's going on? What's going on? We're about to begin. What up? What up? All right, guys. All right. Looks like we're ready. Where's everybody at? Welcome to episode 3 of Wholesale Sharks. This episode is gonna be insane, man. Like back in the day when we first started, man. Our next guest, man. First of all, we've been following him for a while, but a couple years back when we first got into the game, this was the guy right here that we followed personally. And the moment we got this opportunity, I said to myself, listen, there's one guy that I want to have on this show that, would mean so much to me personally because, we took all of his advice, all of his training to heart. Kris Haskins is the man. Like, if you don't know who Kris Haskins is, dude, you don't even know, man. There's so many gurus out there right now teaching the things that they learned from this man right here, man. Like, this guy is the man. He's been doing it for a while. We're going to bring him on here in a little bit. I just want to thank everybody for joining us on today's episode of Wholesaling Sharks. This show was created to give you guys real game, man. No fluff. Like, if you're stuck, something that you take away from today's show is going to get you to that next level. This show is currently on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook groups. Our podcast is on iTunes. It's on Spotify. You name it, all over the place. So everybody listening to this right now, thank you so much. If you do find value from today's episode, feel free. My man Kris, what up? Feel free to link up with Kris or myself. There's so many things that we could do to work together on different things, especially now, man. We gotta come together as one and think outside the box, man. Like, I've linked up with so many people in different markets, and I've started to do deals in all these other different markets, man. So definitely, I'm sure you're gonna be able to find massive amounts of value. So let's get the ball rolling. We're gonna bring the man of the hour on for this, and if I get a little bit nervous, it's because this guy is like, ooh, man, here, bring him on. Hold on. Let's bring him on board, the man of the hour himself, Mr. Kris Haskins, joining us now. Yo. Can you hear me all right? Yo, you there?
What up, my brother?
There he is, the man of the hour. My God, man, it is such a freaking honor, because I know you might have the little ones around. It is such an honor, man. Like, you don't even know. I feel like I'm looking at Elvis right now, and I'm like, oh shit, Elvis is on the show. Like, God damn. Like, that is some wild shit, man. I just want to thank you so much for coming out on the show, man. We're starting this thing out. We have all the podcasts going, this and that. We're getting a good crowd of followers going. Everything's, taking off in the right direction. But, I just want to start off with that, man. Hopefully, I don't ramble on too much because I'm excited as hell. I'm usually on this side watching you do your stuff on that side. So now for me to be able to have this conversation, man, it means a lot, man. So thank you again for being here, man. I think it'd be good to start out with just some brief introductions, man, for people out here that have never heard of Kris Haskins, which are insane because after today, they're going to go to your YouTube channel, they're going to go to your website, they're going to go to all these different places, and they're going to be like, oh, shit, that guy was on that goddamn show. Like, God damn. Dude, like, I'm going to put you to work today, man.
That's cool.
Put you to freak. Man, you don't even know. Since that day you said, yeah, I've been on my A game, all right? So let's start off, man. Quick introduction, man. Who is Kris Haskins, and why is Ramon blushing on his fucking show?
Ramon, you too much, man. It's an honor to be in your presence, my friend.
Man, dude, keeping it real, bro. Like, I recognize, realness, and I'm a big spotter of bluffness and fluff and shit, and you're as real as it gets, bro. Like, who is Kris Haskins, man? Tell these people right here, who are you, man?
Yeah, thanks, dog. Ramon, thank you for bringing me on. My friends, thank y'all for hanging out with us. My mission is to raise your financial literacy through real estate investing and entrepreneurship, man. And I'm just passionate about getting people out of the rat race. And I'm just passionate about this knowledge that frankly, for me, I feel like it's just not shared within our community. You know, the people that need it the most.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. So, man, we are a long ways from 2004. Like, is that about right? When the shit started getting real around 2004?
For me, yeah, Ramon, I had a record, well, we call it a record deal, publishing deal with EMI. Me and my boy Jay Praise, what up? Hundreds of thousands of dollars, man. And I just went broke. I mean, I went broke. I didn't have any education here. You know, I found myself broke living on a friend's couch with $80 in my bank account. Like, how the hell did I go through six figures traveling, drinking, drugging, sex, and you name it, man, just destructive lifestyle. And I'm like, you know what? This is not what a real man does. So at the end, I figured I would have to get some knowledge in my
Yeah.
mind
Yeah.
so I don't go broke or stay broke, you know. So that's when I read the
Man,
book Rich Dad Poor Dad.
that is some crazy, crazy shit right there, man. And a lot of people are in your same shoes, you know, like we'll make a little bag, you know, and then we'll go and waste it, invest it in the wrong things, listen to the wrong people, and it's gone. And I see, you know, you're standing here like, God damn it, I had 50,000. What happened? You know,
Right.
like it's very
Right.
quickly, like somebody will make a small deal, 10, 15,000. Fuck yeah, I made it. I'm the real deal. Then shit's gone.
It's gone. Yeah. Well, you and I both know that money is irrelevant to me. I mean, it's like, it's what value are you bringing to the marketplace every day, right?
It's chips,
If you
man. It's
don't-
chips. It's like, what do you do with your chips? You know, I'm gonna get these chips. I'm gonna put into these things because I know what happens because I already landed on my face a few times back. So I know that if I do this and with the amount of period that it takes, you know, you factor all these things into it, man. And you know that's incredible, man. So
Is that what happened
so
to you too?
you know,
What
like
happened to you though? What happened to you though? How did you figure the game out before? No doubt you're not new to money. I mean, you had a few dollars go through your hands. How about you? Tell me your thing.
dude, let me tell you how I started. And the first day I started is the first day I saw your shit on YouTube, man. Like I was on YouTube and I was like, I need to go to the court steps and fucking buy a house from the court, and I'm gonna get a good deal, and then I'm gonna try and like resell it or list it or fix it or some shit like that. A couple of friends of mine are like, spot me some cash. Like I didn't even have the 10 grand to go bid on the court at the court. One of my lender friends was like, dude, I'll give you the 10 grand, go bid. You should know what you're doing. Like you're a realtor. I was still brand new, you know, but I'm like, I figured out a way for somebody to spot me $10,000, right? And so they made me a cashier check, and I go down to the court. I'm like, I could spot a deal, man. I'm gonna spot a deal. But I was like so wanting to make it that I didn't care. I'm like, dude, I'm just gonna go. And so that day before I hit the courts, I went to YouTube, man, and I'm like, dude, court steps, buying houses, search, what the fuck am I? And then I see you standing there in the court steps, like, and you're like, dude, we're about to buy a house right now. There's that dude right there. He comes out, he says these things, and that's when my journey started, bro. Like honestly, like like day one of my real estate investing career started about a couple of years back before I got into wholesaling, and it was like that. Me going to the courthouse, like not getting any deals, dude, because everybody would jack them. Like everybody has all these teams, and he was like bidding each other out. I was like, I'm never gonna get a goddamn deal like this.
It's rough.
That's pretty much when it started, man, for me.
Gotcha.
So,
Yeah,
so
gotcha.
yeah, appreciate it for that, man. Like that video you made driving to the courthouse. Oh, his rating is not gonna go today. Might go, whatever. So that's pretty much how it started for me, man. A lot of people don't know that though.
Oh, that's cool, man. Good to hear that story. Well, you know, I think it builds some adversity with you knowing that this game ain't easy.
Woo, man! It took me falling on my face, man. And then when I finally got a deal, I got my deal when they were ready to tell me that they weren't gonna lend me the 10 grand to get a deal anymore. They're like, dude, you haven't got a deal. Like, just give my 10 grand back. I was like, dude, I need to get a fucking deal. Like, I'm gonna go to this other trustee sale where there's less people, and I'm gonna get one today, or else I'm done. So I kept on bidding. I don't care. My max was like 160, and I went all the way up to like 180. It turns out I ate up all the profit, but because I wanted it, I knew that was my last shot. I'm like, I know this is my profit probably. Maybe I get lucky. Turns out it was the worst deal of my fucking life. Lady was like 80 years old. She didn't want to get out. She applied like 3 times for whatever the fuck prevents people from kicking her out. I had to take an 80-year-old to the courthouse to get her out of the house. And it was like the worst deal ever. At the end, I made $300. Now, I consider myself lucky now after I've lost people so much goddamn money. I'm like, I made $300. I'm the luckiest motherfucker out there. After it took some more horrible investments.
You tried and you made a mistake and you move on.
Made the mistake, move on. She was a hoarder lady. We had to empty her whole house. It was just like at the end, the pool, it had a pool. It was behind a busy street. Like all
Wow.
the down hand signals were there. And I was like, I don't care. I'm going to get it and learn. And if I make $1, I consider it a $20,000 experience.
Yeah, you try, you move on, you make mistakes, and we move on, man. I mean, yeah, anyway, yeah, you move on, Ramon. You take your hits, you take your bullets and your stabs, and you move. I mean, my Ron McMahon lost 50 mil one time, so what do you
My
do?
God, man, that's crazy. So what happened with you, man? How did you get the ball rolling? Like what you do to say I'm done with whatever I'm doing? Like real estate is my way to go. Like what pointed you into that direction?
Well, I knew with music, like in the music game, if you don't have a song coming out,
Yep.
people think you do one song and you just don't do nothing for the rest of your life. You
Yeah.
know, that's not how the music game works. You might make some good money, you might even make $1 million. But as time, the publishing goes down,
Yep.
it never goes up. It's not like even with Michael Jackson, it's not like his songs are gonna be any more popular
Yep.
tomorrow than they are today. I'm like, I kept looking at this like, man, the publishing's cool, but I need something that goes up in value.
Yep.
For me, it was like, man, I need to just, I'm not that good. I'm not that good of a guy. I can't work with eight, I was already working 15 hours a day. I can't work anymore. So I
Yep.
need to figure out a way how I can get other things to work for me while I'm still, no doubt, grinding, but I need other things to work for me, man. That's when I met Lonnie Scruggs and he taught me the game and
Yep.
the rest is history. You gotta have other things, as you know, dog, you gotta have other things working for you. I'm
Yep.
not that good. I'm not that smart. I'm not that talented. I'm not that focused. I'm not that super of a guy to be able to grind out the next guy. But my assets and my money can work way harder than I can.
Ooh, man. Ain't that the truth, man? That's crazy, man, that you mentioned that about music. Like I actually traveled the whole country playing in a band as well.
Yeah.
I still get royalty checks from EMI and all that, and ASCAP, and those little checks come in, man. Like something that people don't know about me. Like one of my songs was at the season finale of this show called The Shield. There's
Yeah, I
this,
remember. Yeah.
yeah. So one of my songs was in the season finale, and I was like,
Nice.
oh, cool. So I just keep getting little checks here from wherever the hell the thing's going.
You never know where they're coming from, right? Publishing's changed a lot now. Like publishing literally is YouTube now.
Yep, yep. Definitely, man. Speaking about YouTube, man, over 1 million views on YouTube. What? How? What happened there, man? What? Just you put it on there and it fucking took off. How did that get going, man?
Well, we're approaching 5 million now on my channel, but I'm just glad to be able to have people. I mean, you got a big following too. But it's really about just, I mean, I found out that just document. I just cut the camera on, Ramon, and just go, as opposed to trying to do all this deep thinking and make everything look good and pretty. I mean, that shit will keep you not doing nothing.
It's true. It's true. So it's just about at least getting the ball rolling because I know a lot of your videos you just record. Yeah, you'll throw some things in there, but it's mostly like you in the field going. And I love like the whole. I remember like one of my favorite videos was the one where you were trying to kick someone out of a house. It was raining and it was all crazy. And you're like, oh shit! Like that's as real as it gets. You're in the field showing exactly what what's working, what's not working, telling people why a deal is good, why a deal is not good. Now, do you feel? I mean, I'm sure you know a lot of the new gurus out there. Do you feel like a lot of the new gurus are pretty much just taking a page out of your book? Because I mean, everything like if people go to your website, KrisHaskins.com, which will reroute you to the realestateroundup.com. Like, first of all, anybody listening to this, watching to this, go to those pages. Like, honestly, you think you've seen it all, you think you've heard it all, everybody's training you on this and that. But like, dude, the game that you have on that website, man, the real estate roundup, man, that's phenomenal, man. You give them all the actual, the paperwork, the documentation, like for every single thing that has to do with real estate. And even till now, I'm like, oh shit, like there's whatever you need to, there's like a master class for everything. Like, how long did it take you to put all that stuff together?
Oh, Ramon, shit. When I first heard about this stuff in 2007, it took me
Mhm.
3 years get my brain around it.
Yep.
I think because for me, there was no Kris Haskins doing it, Ramon. So I'm like, I want to be what I wanted to see back in the day. So I'm like, how can I make this learning curve shorter for my people?
Yeah.
I want people to be able to learn this stuff. Don't take 3 years. Even Ronald Grant told me it took him 7 times to hear it, right? So I'm
Yeah.
like, let me just do these classes. That way my people can see how easy it is to buy a house,
Yep.
not think that buying a house is such a big deal. I mean, everybody thinks it's buying a house. I mean, we buy them every day. You know, it's like it's just a four walls and a roof. I mean, this is wood.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, I wanted to minimize the vision of people thinking buying a house is so damn big. Like, look, you don't buy it in your name. You don't go out there and qualify for debt. Don't worry about turning in tax returns, all that crap that the people teach us from birth, right? I'm sure, no doubt, you were taught the same garbage coming up, doing it the wrong way. And then next
Yep.
thing you know, damn, these dudes are doing what? Holy no. And not just wholesaling, because you can learn, if you notice, I don't really touch too much wholesaling. It's cool.
Yep.
I'm not mad at wholesaling.
Yep.
But I did it for years and years and years. And when I decided to get more educated, I was at the same place that I was when I started.
Yep.
I'm like, damn, I got no assets.
Yep.
I don't got no houses. My income streams is, I got to keep looking for deals.
Yep.
I didn't get in this business to do this.
Yep.
My mentor said there are no statues erected for wholesalers.
Yeah.
This doesn't happen.
It's true, man. It's true. And a lot of people think like, oh, wholesaling is this thing. But what I try to tell people is, one of the reasons why I thought of you first is like, dude, there's more things to this world than wholesaling. Like wholesaling is good. You know, wholesaling, you make a little bag, you grab that and you put it into something else, and then you get it back out, and then you grab it again, you put it into this other thing and get it back out, and then you start keeping some shit. But like wholesaling is not the end game. Like wholesaling is like the entry level. My
Entry
grandma's
level.
fucking wholesaling. Like, dude, like, don't people just put wholesaling in a pedestal, man? Like, yeah, wholesaling is great, but you got to know from the get go that that's not the end game, dude. Like, the soonest that I made a little bag wholesaling, dude, I just put that shit to work over here, over there, over there. I went broke like that in a good way, I went
Yo,
broke in a good way where I wasn't gonna have my money in my pocket. It was gonna go
get
out there,
get it out.
get it out,
Good
man, get
for
it out.
you.
And I see you teaching the kids, man, teaching the kids the ways, teaching them how to not be afraid of money. Hey, ask her for $100,000, man. You're like $100,000. But I see, you're getting your family used to, you're teaching them, hey, money's not about what you can buy. Money's about what you can do with it. It's a tool. If you don't have money, you have to get money somehow and then put it to work. These are different ways to put it to work.
Yeah, one of my daughters just say the words. Ramon, can you even remember how old you were when your mouth actually said $100,000? I mean, she said it before, but I'm like, she's 10 years old talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. When was the first time or she can see dad with these big ass checks? When was the first time you were even exposed to that type of money? I mean, for me, it was,
Dude, let me tell you something, man. Up until like 3 months ago, I didn't know how much money was in $1 million. I didn't know how much it was, because we were looking back at the business, and I was like, all right, so we did about 900,000 in revenue, not count gross, right? Not counting spending shit. So I'm like, oh shit, like 300,000 more, and we're gonna hit the $1 million mark for the business as we started. And then I was like, 300,000, like it's not like a clock where it takes 12. Like shit, I didn't know it took 10. I was like, oh shit, we're gonna hit that this fucking month. So that should
don't
tell you, like, dude, we don't fucking know. We hear all these figures, but we don't fucking know until you're actually like walking through these numbers and like looking at these things. It's like it's fucking insane, man. And to think that I
even
can even be talking about those numbers 2 years out from when I started looking at doors, trying to buy houses at the foreclosure steps, looking at your videos.
wow.
I didn't
That's
have $10,000 to go bid on a house on a fucking foreclosure house. I didn't have like one of my buddies, lender, here's 10. Try to find us something good.
how old are you?
That's insane, man. 2 years ago,
How old are you, Ramon?
35.
So you started I call it dealing with large amounts of funds when you were what, 33?
Yeah, well, honestly, shit started getting real about 7 or 8 months ago, man.
34.
Yeah.
Good for you, brother. So yeah, when you got kids?
Yeah, yeah, a couple of kids.
So you, no doubt, you teaching them the game is, how to handle large amounts of money, or you
You
seem
have
to.
to, man. You have to teach them. You know, they have their little bank account, they have a little debit card. You know, like I'm already telling them, listen, you need a little business that gives you money all the time. So that way, if you want to leave for a month, wherever the fuck you want, I don't tell them like that. If you want to leave for a month, wherever the hell you want, you can just go. You know, like that's the plan. So what type of, and then you start telling them, hey, this business gives you reoccurring income. You know, you get a couple of these things, this will give you reoccurring income, and just telling them about all these different things. And I'll show them, look, this other business model that I have just gave me $4,000 this month. What do you think about that? Do you remember
Nice.
when's the last time I ever did anything with that business? They're like, years back. Yeah, exactly. Like, so you need
Wow.
to have all these things that just keep paying you over time without you even thinking about them.
Nice.
You know, that's
Nice.
that's pretty much what we have to do with our kids, man. I definitely see you doing that every day, man. I didn't know you knew how to play the trumpet, by the way.
Yeah, that's my thing. Well, I think I'm an advocate for musicians. I know a lot of guys are like all on the sports, right? I mean, sports is cool.
Yep.
I've just never been a sports guy. I've always been an advocate for you're a musician. Shit, that's probably why we kind of bond. So it's like the discipline, dude.
And I know the pain. I know the fun of it. We used to tour like massive arenas, man, like all the big places, you know, the deal limos back and forth, crazy hotel, crazy party. It was insane, man. And
You've been there.
unfortunately, like the band I used to play with, like they were pretty big with the Mexican cartels.
Oh shit.
So I was helping a band out at the time, and I was like, one of the times we were playing in a club in another state, somebody tried to shoot up the place because it was like all mob people in there, and so I was hiding behind security guards, like, dude, like protect me, you know.
Like,
And
get out
so
of there.
that day I was like, dude, you know what? I can't keep
I'm
doing
done.
this.
I'm done. Good for you. You're
You know,
done.
it doesn't make sense, man.
You get out.
But dude, so tell me about what are you currently doing? Are you shifting right now at all? Like what's how has the Corona what has Corona done to your current business model?
I'm doing a lot more teaching on. I was big. Well, I still am big on my lease option people. They are paying, but I'm nervous. But I still have half my real estate portfolio is Section 8. I guess I need to start talking about it more. So
Yep.
my Section 8 rental, the rents already come in for May. I mean, there's no problem. It always comes in. The government's backed it
Yep.
up. So I'm leaning on that, teaching a lot more of my clients to get Section 8 housing.
Yep. I think that's a subject that a lot of people aren't really talking about right now. Everybody's talking about subject twos and wholesale, but I think Section 8 is huge, and not everyone's really no. There's not like the Section 8 guy, wearing the 8 mask and cape.
It's a good idea. Well, I'm working on a manual now. Will hopefully be out in the next week or so. It's kind of hard to train with the house. But yeah, you got to have a strategy. I'm still buying. The market here is pretty cool. The inventory is so low, people still buying. We got a lot of military, so we're okay here. But I am nervous, Ramon. I'm not really in 100% full steam ahead because I got enough rentals to kind of float me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm concerned though, brother. I mean, we shall see which way it goes. I don't think anybody has a clue where it's going, bro.
Yeah. All right. In terms of like markets, are you really doing it in your current market, Virginia, right?
Yeah, Virginia. I'm just Hampton Roads.
Is it only that market that you're currently doing, or you have other stuff going on in other markets?
I'm looking. I'm tasting Baltimore a little bit. I've been up there a few times just because the market you can get a 3 bedroom house for 20,000 up there. But that's all. Yeah, I'm just local, brother. I'm not like one of these virtual guys that does deals all around the country. Just I like to own the asset, bro. I like
Yeah.
to own the asset.
At what point did that shift for you, man? Because I know you started at the beginning, you started making it bad. Like, at what point did you say, I gotta stop just resetting every month? Because every month you reset. I had a massive $100,000 month. I'm the man. And then a month passes and the money's gone, and you're like, oh shit, I'm fucking broke. I shouldn't have bought these goddamn go karts, man.
Story of our lives, right?
At what point did that shift
Ramon.
for you? At what point did you say, "Look, I'm done with the whole reset. I'm gonna start just buying things"?
Yeah, man. That's a good question, but I hope your viewers listen to what you're saying because the old boys told me the same thing. They were looking at me like, I got 80, 90, what, like you said, you have a $90,000 a month, whatever, and then next month is nothing. Oh, you don't know what's going to be the reset, right?
Yep.
And the old boys used to be like, man, and I remember them buying houses for $8,000, $9,000 a month cash flow. I'm like, man, y'all fools is whack. I'm getting this money, right? So I'm getting this
Yep.
big money. So I thought. I'm like, then I learned that, come on in. Then I learned that it's really not about what you make, it's how you make it. So if I got to spend 1 hour a year to make 10 grand, then I can, do that, multiply that times 10. Somebody wants to say hello. It's Bubba.
Hey, there she is.
Hey, Bubba.
You're
This is
famous. We saw your dad take you to. Is that the one you took to the bank?
Nah, this is my oldest one. You better
Yeah,
my
it was the
leg.
oldest one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that was so funny. Dude, I take my oldest one to the bank too, and like I was thinking, I'm like, hey, I should probably like go do something similar with him, put him on the spot like that. I'm like, that was some funny stuff, man.
Let's take a Ramon. What you say?
Do you know what a spongy
What's spongy?
that you clean the sink with?
The sink? I don't know what that is.
Really?
I'll be done in a few minutes. I'll find it. We'll eat our donut in a minute, okay? Yeah, but you gotta one day realize, like, look, close my door, Bubba. This is whack. It's the amount of time you put in. It's the amount of time. If you have to put no time in and get $1,000 every month, then you can duplicate that, 10, 20, 30 times. You put in 30 hours in a year, shit, sign me up.
My God, man, absolutely, man. Like I own a credit card processing company. You know,
Ooh, transactions.
Woo! You already know.
Transactions.
You already know, man. So I used to do that for all the banks, man. I used to work Wells Fargo, Chase, Bank of America. And so at one point, I'm like, dude, I need to start my own thing, go directly, blah, blah. Long story short, I built a nice little portfolio of clients around town. I haven't looked at the business in years because I thought wholesaling was where it's at. And so, yeah, wholesaling is great because you build a nice little bag, to have in the bank. But the crazy part is, like, let's say you have a zero income month, and then your other company just drops in a 4 or 5 grand in your bank again. It makes you think, man, like, oh
Yeah.
shit, like should I be paying more attention to that and maybe do other things that do that?
Multiple streams, right? Multiple streams.
My God. So
It's
today I was on my way to buy a towing thing for some go-karts I bought because I'm stupid. And so with that mentality, I was telling the guy, hey man, you need to put a little machine because people want to pay with a card. He's like, sign me up, man. I was like, oh shit, another $50 in my bank account every month.
Wow, that is cool.
So
So you got multiple streams. You're a multiple stream
that's
guy.
crazy business, man. Um, so, so you're definitely in a good spot, man. Tell me a little bit more about the training and all that stuff you do, man. Like, you put in some hell of work and all that, man. Like, how did you get that going? Because anybody listening, go to krishaskins.com or therealestateroundup.com. Look at the stuff that is in there, and then come back and fucking look at this guy the way I'm looking at him right now. Like, dude, shit. How'd you get the ball rolling and all that stuff?
Well, now it's actually I got a team set up finally because I want to make sure I give the maximum value. But yeah, I just put a team together.
Yep.
But really, I don't do, man. The most of my stuff, I give away a lot of it. Like I don't do too well with like the beginner, like somebody that's coming in doesn't know anything about anything. It's just kind of not my speed. So I'm good at like catching people where they've been kind of doing some deals. Okay, let's take your game to the next level.
Yep. Yep.
So it took me. I mean, shit. How did I get into that, man? Once again, brother. I just wanted to be what I didn't see in the community, man. And I see wholesaling. You can learn that. Like, don't even learn that from me. You can get that somewhere else.
Yep.
Come around me when it's time to like manage some.
Get to the next stage.
Yeah, man.
That's crazy, man. Because it's crazy, like how the journey goes, man. Because when I started, make a couple of checks, I made some more. The stuff started good. I'm like, oh, let's do this, let's do that.
You realize that was the easy part, right? That's the beginning. That's the beginning.
Dude, like you don't know how well you feel so freaking dumb when you realize that this was the beginning. This was the door. Like you're barely in the door to get to all the other shit. And I used to look at people doing other types of investments, and I'd be like, those guys are so fucking dumb. They're not doing what I'm doing. because they can't. Because I'm the man, and they don't know how to do it like me. What's up? You know? And then all of a sudden, like now, I'm like, God damn it, I'm fucking wrong about everything. Like shit. Like I should have been seeing what they were doing and shifted sooner. And I could have kept so much shit that was amazing, you know. Like, and now I'm like, all right,
You
well,
talking about houses? How many? You talking about houses you got rid of? No doubt.
man, I was giving all the good shit away. I was doing everything that now I'm like, dude, like I got a house for what is it, like 140 at one point, like amazing area, North Phoenix, like great area. It was worth like 260. And of course, I was like, hey, I'd rather make 40 grand on it and wholesale it for somebody for like 180 quick and make that 40. But now I'm like, dude, I could have just kept that house, have over 100,000. It's probably worth like 280, 290 right now. And I'm like, I'm so freaking dumb. Like, shit.
You know what? I would love to just have all of us in front of a firing squad one day. Be like, how many houses did you give away over the year? I mean, just all the wholesalers, you know, like.
Yeah, man. The thing is, it takes a while. It takes a while to realize. Like, for people who are watching this or listening to this in their car right now, dude, like, here's the levels, man. Wholesaling. We start here. You wholesale a house because you don't have any money, right? We get somebody a house, a friends. We make a little bag. We do it a couple times. But as soon as you do that, get the fuck out. You know, like go find something else. Maybe do a little flip here where you duplicate it in a couple months, and then go get another one where you get to keep it, cash it out, and then go from there, and then just keep doing that. Yeah, you can still wholesale it as something easy if you want to somebody else in between. But if you're still going 100% at wholesaling, once you already made a little bag, like, dude, you were building the wrong thing, man, because you're just paying taxes on everything anyways.
Income. You know what though, Ramon? I was with Patrick Bet David a few weeks ago, man, and the dude told me, he was like, listen, man, earning money is your offense, managing money is your defense. Then he went in this whole spiel, which that video will be done in about 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But a lot of us aren't taught defense, Ramon. All we know is offense, you know, and it really murders us over time. I don't know about you, but it murdered me.
Man, dude, I'm right there, man. Like now I'm starting to open my eyes, but I'm like, all right, well now the good shit starts happening. You know? Yeah, we went through the struggle of not having money, you know, losing everything goes to shit. But eventually you will overcome, you're gonna make a little bag, and you can be in a position to open your eyes and be like, okay, what's next, you know? And for me, life is not about throwing $15,000-$20,000 into a wholesaling machine that might or might not give me any deals. You know? When I can grab a 10, 20, get a house, get it back out, and just keep doing that.
There you go, bro. I'm happy for you, Ramon. Young boy making money. I love it. I love it.
Man, dude, it's crazy, man, to do that mind shift. So, you know, I wanted to ask you, man, so home investors, how did that come into play into your life?
Yeah, well, I bought a franchise like a dummy back in 2009. I don't even know why I bought that, man. 2000, I don't remember. 2000 something.
Dude, I was this close to, I was that close.
Really? Well, I will say,
dude, I probably do more goddamn deals myself. Shoot.
Yeah, but the problem is you still have to pay them the fee if you do the deal on your own, you know. And I don't want to badmouth them because they have more attorneys than I do on staff. But they have you talk about some master negotiators, man. These dudes could talk the panties off of any, I mean, whew,
at least for that part, right? At least for that part, it was
oh, yeah, I learned
that game.
the best thing I got from them is how to negotiate. Them fools, you're talking about some master negotiators, man. I mean, they could negotiate. I mean, just their body language, their words, the way I mean, just their mouth, the eyebrow. I remember Larry Luigi. This dude was a freaking master, Ramon. I mean, I was with him for a week, being able to ride around Dallas, watching him do. So I think that was probably worth the fee that I paid. But negotiating is what I really got out of it. And if you're a crew, if they go to Kris Haskins, they can get my real estate negotiating Bible for half price. Just use the coupon code HOPE, y'all. If you want to get my negotiating.
I saw it. A lot of people out there get the deal, but they don't know how to negotiate or close it or do this and that. And it's just a matter of a couple of things. You put a couple of things together, you know, and you lock shit down at better. So this is why I tell people, anybody can get a deal, first of all. Right? You get the right person at the right time. You can stutter your way through the shit and lock it down. But if you have the ninja skills, the master negotiation skills, you're gonna make more on the deal than
Sweet.
somebody else. So that's the only difference. Anybody can lock up the deal, but the master negotiator is gonna make more money, in these deals. So that's crucial.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, no. So thanks for sharing a little bit of that, man. We had a couple of questions that people submitted as
Yeah,
well. We're gonna try and wrap it up here in a couple of minutes, man. I know you got stuff to do.
that's cool.
What would you recommend for somebody starting out, man? Because we get a lot of these new people, starting out. They want to hit the floor running. They want to they want to be the guy now. Like, what do you recommend for these guys that expect it to happen overnight? They go in, and if it doesn't happen in 2-3 months, like, they're giving up.
I can see them now with their heads between their tails, walking away. What do you mean? I think I can't look at one house and put a contract in and get a deal? Doesn't work like that, Ramon. My
Man,
newbies, my new people. Let me ask you, you're talking about real estate, right? Not just entrepreneurship in general, talking about real estate.
real estate, man. These people, what would your best advice be, man?
You better learn social media.
Yeah.
If you don't know the social media, you are so screwed. If you could just imagine a tidal wave, I can see it clear as day of just cell phones just coming. It's this big tidal wave, and you're in it. I mean, you know how this thing works. If you're not on the cell phone, you don't even exist, in my opinion. You just don't exist. I mean, look at us right now. There's millions of, I mean, if I can't reach you and give you some money on a cell phone, I looked at a house. I don't know what you're doing. We're looking at houses. I get the seller. I send them a link. They walk me through the house on their damn phone. I like the house. We'll make them offer. I'll drive by it. But if you're not on the phone, you better learn the social media. You're done.
Yeah, no, I hear you, man. So, right before we wrap it up, man, just want to, say thanks again, man. Like, anybody listening, go to chrishaskins.com. You will not regret it. Go to his YouTube channel. Honestly, man, like, anybody who's struggling, I would recommend go through all the courses, all the master classes that you offer, man. You're gonna get more than your money's worth, man. Like, all the stuff that you have on your YouTube, you have hundreds of fucking videos on that, man. Like, it's like insane. Like, I'll see some of your trainings, and then you'll just give it all away for free, your videos too. I'm like, oh.
My wife tells me to stop doing that stuff, man. My wife tells me to give.
So that's huge, man. So for anybody upset or freaking out because they haven't made it in wholesaling, there are more avenues to wholesaling. You just got to learn what these avenues are, and all these avenues are on your website, man. You have all these things. You have the subject to stuff, very comprehensive. You have the JV, agreements. You have, the LLC stuff, how to, put things under trust, virtual assistants. I mean, construction estimate. How to do the whole small apartments core. I mean, you name it, like, it's filled with stuff. And like, who else better to learn from than somebody has been doing it for so long? There's a lot of trainers out there, man. Like, no joke. Like, they don't even do the shit that they're training. Like, how you gonna teach me how to do something that you don't even do anymore because it doesn't fucking work?
I was thinking when you reached out to me, I'm like, man, there's so many people with content online. I gotta make sure that my joint stays authentic, dog.
Dude, it's crazy, and it's very easy to see right through it, man. It's like so easy to see right through it. Like, people can tell who's doing it, not doing it. Dude, like, I'll go live and get on some calls with people, start lowballing the shit out of people. But like, in reality, for everybody watching, like, this dude is the real deal. Go follow his website, chrishaskins.com. That will redirect you to the realestateroundup.com. Go to YouTube, follow his stuff. Like, if there's one person you gotta be learning from, is this guy right here, man. Like, he will tell you how it is, and he's actually doing the shit that he's teaching you.
Well, I went to when you sent me, let me tell you, you made me do that video yesterday when I took that money out of the bank. I'm like, you sent me that email, right? You're like, it's a lot of fake gurus. I'm like, you know what?
Oh shit!
I'm like,
I'll show you, fake motherfucker. Hey, order $135,000 cashier check right now. Oh shit! God damn.
I don't. If you notice my content, I'm not a big check showing guy. I don't like doing that stuff, man. But I'm like, let me, because I just wanted this document. Literally, I'm like, what are we doing today? We're going to get a fucking cashier's check, and we going to the close and then goodbye.
That was fucking awesome, man. So we got a couple questions, man, here from the other platforms that we're live streaming on.
Cool.
Somebody says, what sets you apart, from the normal person, what the fuck does that even mean? What sets you apart in the normal person that what better than life is action? Do you understand what the hell they mean by that?
Uh, oh, unique. What was
Oh, they're
you
saying so what sets you apart from others or yourself, or is it action? Just put an action behind it. Is that what you're saying?
No, I don't think I'm any better. Wait, Rodrigo, what sets you apart in the normal person?
Yeah, they're saying, is it taking
Oh,
action?
what's the better than life? I don't think I'm that. Once again, Rodrigo, I don't think I'm that good. I'm not that smart. I'm not that good looking. I'm not that talented. All that stuff, man. As I'm 44, as I age, I'm like, I'm not that good, right? So, one thing I can do is work hard as shit. So I'm up every day at 5. I love to write, so I create a lot of content, man. I mean, as I know Ramon will probably tell you, content is like the new real estate. Like if you ain't online, if you don't have a digital footprint, Ramon, you know this stuff, man. If you have a digital footprint, you just don't exist anymore. So my thing is this, man. Get out there, just do it, screw it up, mess it up. You can always fix it, and you can always ask for forgiveness if you hurt somebody.
Yeah, yeah. No, I hear you, man. So we're gonna wrap it up, man. I appreciate your time. Any last words? I mean, dude, I don't know what else I could tell people. This thing's gonna go out there. It's gonna be on all the platforms, iTunes, Spotify, YouTube, whatever. But definitely, anybody listening right now, go to Kris Haskins' website, chrishaskins.com, therealestateroundup.com. Like, you can thank me later. All the people watching, you guys thank me later. Like, you don't even know where I'm sending you right now. Like, if you go to that website, you come back to me and you say, "Oh shit," all right? Because I'm telling you, like, there's nothing better than to actually follow advice from somebody that's doing it. Somebody that's doing it is not going to lie to you. They're not going to try to sell you something against your will. You're going to see exactly what's going on, man.
Well, the thing is, really, they should go to my channel is where you go. My channel is where you're gonna get all the value. I mean, you're gonna see everything. But then
Yep.
if you want to really take it to, if you need to put something in place, then you'll come to my
Yeah,
website.
yeah, yeah. So I'll put it right here. So the YouTube channel, just put the name on there, and you can find it. Uh, or you could also go to chrishaskins.com, the real estate roundup. I'll put it in the notes once we get this out. I'll put in the notes on there so everybody can find it. But it should be good, man. Should be live tomorrow. Any last words, man, to anybody out there? Because everybody we have a lot of newbies here. A lot of people that want to get started. They've invested, thousands of dollars sometimes, and they might just be stuck, man. Any advice for them?
Advice for newbies. I think that we need to look within as opposed to looking without. As I'm getting older, I remember coming up through the ranks, always looking for the right person, for the right connection, the right book course, whatever, the right situation. But I really think, like when I'm sitting down, I'm sitting down with some major players now. I just I'm almost living a dream. When I sit down with them, like the person that I am now, they wouldn't want to sit down with me a few years ago. So I had to become who I am now in order
Yeah.
to attract the Ron LeGrands of the world, or whoever or the Ramones of the world. You don't
It
want
was
to see.
it was a shame that the conference was postponed. Any word on when it might be back?
He said September, but he doesn't know. No, everything's been
We'll be
canceled.
there.
That's right. It's gonna be out west with you. Yeah, be out west.
Vegas. You can't say the words Vegas conference and real estate and not be there. Dude, those are the
Um,
two.
that's it, man. Oh well, shit, yeah, man. Go out there, get educated, become, become. Don't look for something outside. Look for inside yourself. What is it that I want out of life? And you don't have to do a million deals a year.
Yeah.
I've got a few rental properties. I mean, I've got more than the average person, but I don't have 100 rental properties. Live a comfortable life. You do not have to have millions in a bank. And I'm telling you, you're watching this, the more money you have, I promise you, it is harder to manage a bunch of cash because the Federal Reserve, I had this conversation today. If you got over 250, where are you going to put it? If the bank goes out of business, having a bunch of capital is a problem. So you don't have to have millions of dollars. 10 to 20,000 a month will give you, generally speaking, Ramon, I don't know how it is in Arizona, 10 to 20 a month will give you a good lifestyle. I
Oh
mean, if
yeah.
you passive income.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Perfect, man. So thanks again, man. We're gonna wrap it up, dude. Has been awesome, honestly,
Yep.
to have the person that I first started, to watch when I started is like a dream come true.
Nice.
And apologies if I fucked it all up because I'm so excited to have you on here, man. But hopefully we're out there in Virginia or you're out here in Arizona or in Vegas. We get to say hello in person, man.
Let's do it. Okay. Good seeing you, Ramon.
All right, my friend. Stay in touch. Keep killing
Yes,
it,
sir.
bro.
All right. Peace.
See ya.